What is going on YouTube? It's your boy KG for Life here with another YouTube video. This time, we need to help out some of y'all people out there who are having trouble with some of the bosses, i.e. timings, i.e. toppings, setting, teams, point, proven. Let's figure this out together, okay? So, in this video, we're going to try to make it short as possible, but we're going to try to also help y'all out the best way that we can. My guild, we're starting to do a lot better in guild battles, so now it's the idea of going meta teams only. What are the meta teams? Well, let's go ahead and reach into the game and show y'all what those meta teams really are. So, here we are with one of the meta teams that we are using so far. Now, I say meta team because minus one of the cookies that are here right now, this is the easy mode meta team. I would say easy mode because this one does not need timing at all. It just needs the toppings. It just really needs the toppings. If you have biscuits, by all means use the biscuits, of course, and I will show you throughout this video what that is for, okay? So, without any further ado, let's go ahead into the build, okay? First and foremost, we are running Rebel Cookie. Rebel Cookie is one of the best cookies in the guild boss battles right now because of what he uses in his kit. i.e. he does defense down, sorry. And making him more vulnerable to all types of damage. That's what he does. So it makes him easier as a top-notch pick for this guild boss battle. Okay? So with Rebel Cookie, you want to use Almond because he is a frontline cookie. That's what you want on him 100% of the time. Now, what are the substats that you are looking for to help you benefit off of Rebel Cookie a lot more? Cooldown. You can get as close to the substats that I'm using right now. You can get as close as you can to these substats as possible. Okay, that's what I tell people at all times in any of my guilds and any of my videos. Get as close as you can. So right now my Rebel Cookie is running at 30.8% damage resist and 9.6% cooldown. Why is that? Because the more cooldown that he runs, the better he is to using his stacks, to using his thing while being able to survive as well, because he needs to survive in order for you to do enough damage. Now, we are using Snow Sugar Cookie. My Snow Sugar Cookie, before we continue this, is at level 15 candy. Okay, level 15 candy helps reduce the attack speed of your dragon. It helps also restore Snow Sugar's HP, depending on how much damage is dealt by Snow King. As well as it gives you additional damage because the enemy is being frozen, so it's doing an extra additional damage of 242.8% damage. As well as at plus 10, he gets an 80% buff to his shield. But also over 5 seconds, the HP shield is capped at 50% of max HP. So you want Snow Sugar's candy at plus 10 at least. Plus 10 is your go-to for Snow Sugar. Now, Snow Sugar is the easiest out of this whole entire build because we all have these toppings. Okay, we all have the Frost Queen topping that are Swift Chocolate. Okay, so here's the thing about that. All right, here's the thing about that. With Snow Sugar, you want to focus on cooldown and attack. That's it. Cooldown and attack for Snow Sugar, because the more he gets to use the Snow King, the better. The more he keeps his HP shield up, the more he gets his HP increased to be able to heal. That's what you want to do for him. Okay, next, and after we do all this thing, we're gonna run through a battle so I can show you what's going on. Now, next is Royal Margarine Cookie. As you can see, he is a 4-star Ascension 8. 4A. He wants to use full Swift Chocolate with 22% cooldown. As you can see, there's no damage resist on this team needed at all, except for Rebel Cookie. Rebel Cookie is the main cookie that needs the damage resist on this team. Now, if you can get his cooldown a little bit higher than 22.3%, by all means, do what you can on that one, okay? Get his, get his cooldown as high as 22, as close to 24% as possible, okay? 20% plus is okay. 20% plus is okay. Don't worry about it. If you can get to 20%, you'll be fine either way. Alright, Swift Chocolate, that's pretty much basic for him. Now, Prune Juice Cookie is your most built character on this team. And the reason why I say that, because he needs a balance. You have to balance your Prune Juice Cookie hella hard. So, what I recommend you to do is build Prune Juice Cookie first. Always build him first, because he's the one that's going to take the most incentive to build, to do the most damage out of your whole entire team. He is the one that's going to carry the damage of your team, by the way. He's the one that's going to be doing the most damage, and I will show you in a battle upcoming here pretty soon. So, he's running 21% cooldown, 21% damage resist. That is the balance right there. If you can get more cooldown, more damage resist, go for it. As much as you can as possible. Now, he does use a specific topping set as well. The topping set from the X Games. I call them the X Games. Is the one where we all had three schools facing against each other. If you can get those ones, and you can get the max topping settings on those ones, use those ones first, because you get the best base stats out of those before anything else. So use those. I'm using regular Swift Chocolate. It's perfectly fine. Now, 21, I'm perfectly good there. And the reason why these cookies are like this is because I will get to the biscuits here in a second. Next, we are rocking freaking Snapdragon Cookie. Snapdragon Cookie is what keeps your team alive as much as possible, because Snapdragon Cookie gives you an HP shield. So you want to be able to use that as much as possible. So what's better for Snapdragon? They don't take damage. They don't take damage at all. They're a safeguarded cookie. They stay in the backline. They do not take damage. So they're always healing you no matter what. That's great. Now, what does Snapdragon need? 24+% on cooldown. They need 24% cooldown for them to matter. The more cooldown, the better. So, now, let's go ahead into the biscuits. Now, I tell people that biscuits aren't that important if you're not doing as much, okay? That's what I tell people. They're not as important right now. Don't worry about them, but I'm going to give you the biscuits on what I'm using right now to help y'all out, okay? So, for Rebel Cookie, he is running at damage resist and cooldown. 3% cooldown. If you can get a biscuit that have cooldown, at least max percentage cooldown, then you can kind of dabble in lowering his cooldown that he has on the said toppings that he's using. So, right now he's rocking at 37.7% damage resist and about 11% cooldown because of this biscuit. So I recommend, if you can find a biscuit that gives you cooldown and damage resist, go for that. That's what you want to do. Alright. Next, for Snow Sugar Cookie, it really varies. If you can find a cooldown variation, go after the cooldown variation. If you cannot find a cooldown variation, just go for a full-on damage resist variation. Because the full damage resist variation is what's going to help your Snow Sugar survive as well. He's rocking at 14% damage resist right now because that's all I can do. If I can find a biscuit that has cooldown and damage resist, or you know, attack speed and damage resist, something like that, then you would want to rock that. So anything that rocks damage resist, cooldown, or attack speed, that's what you want to run on Snow Sugar. Next, we are using Royal Margarine biscuits right here, and this is a 4.9 cooldown biscuit. As you can see, I'm not using the HP version of it, as that doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is the cooldown. Now, if you want to go for something better for Royal Margarine, you're gonna want to go for a cooldown and damage resist, or cooldown and crit, cooldown and attack speed, you know, that type of thing. If you can find those, by all means, use those. But cooldown is your main stat you're focusing on with more Royal Imagery. Next, we are using Prune Juice Cookie. Now, as you can see here, I am using double cooldown on the biscuits because it's I don't have the one that I'm pretty much focusing on trying to find the one that has the cooldown and damage resist put up into it at the same time. But to reset it, you need a bunch of these, and I don't have I have time to farm for those, but not as much as I want to. So right now, he's focusing on double cooldown. That's fine by me, which means that you can take off some of the cooldown toppings that you have on your prune juice and add it to damage resist if you have double cooldown. Okay, if you have double cooldown, do that by all means. That'll help you out a lot. Then Snapdragon is using an attack speed buff one, and I'm not worried about the amplify buff one because, like I said, amplify buff doesn't really matter. But honestly, I would use something like this: cooldown and crit, or cooldown and attack speed. You know, that's like the main things you want to look for. Yeah, cooldown and crit's good, or cooldown and attack speed is also really good as well. That's what you want to work for on your teams. Now, these are the main team. This is the main team you want to use when fighting the dragon. For treasures, you want to use the Old Pilgrim Scroll. You want to use the Seamstress Pin Cushion, because the Pin Cushion is what's going to help your Prune Juice Cookies summon stay alive, your Rebel Cookie summon stay alive, and your Snow Sugar Cookie stuff to stay alive. It helps them increase their damage output immensely if they all three stay alive, because they're all considered summons. So that's what you want to do. Now, for me, I am using the epic version of the Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch, which decreases the cooldown by 25% but increases the attack by 5%. If you don't have that at plus 12, don't use that. Use the regular one. If you do not have the plus 12 variation of the epic one, just use the common. Right? So, without further ado, as you can see, my teams are there. We're gonna practice it. I'm gonna show you at the max level that I can go at. That's what we're gonna show you. At level 124, this is what my team damage is looking like. Now, remember when I told you there's no timing to this team at all. You want to pop that? You want to pop that? But just make sure that you pop the three that I popped first. You just want to pop those as soon as possible. As soon as they come up, pop them, because that's going to help you survive a little bit longer. And just spam. Just spam the fuck out of it. As you can see, my summons are staying alive longer, doing more damage, and increasing my survivability. Now, as you can see, the reason why this team does not need timing is because of Snow Sugar Cookie. And you're asking me, but why is it that you don't need the timing for Snow Sugar Cookie? Because Snow Sugar Cookie is reducing the dragon's attack speed for you to pay attention to when you gotta use Rebel Cookie. Rebel Cookie is gonna help you do the most damage, and I was able to complete it at 124, and I did 475 million damage. And this is at a higher tier dragon, by the way. This is at a guild that I'm rocking at top 50, top 80, top 85 in a guild bosses. So your damage is not gonna look like mine's, mind you. It will not look anything like mine's, and that's okay. But if you go with the toppings, the settings that I'm using for this team, you keep on building that team up, by the time you know it, you'll be doing damage like this. This is as easy as simple for those people that don't want to care about timings, that don't want to use the excessive stuff to build the real meta team. You want to go with this team, because this is a team that I'm using because I hate timings. I absolutely hate timings. It's the worst for me. So I'd recommend it. 10 out of 10. Build this team as soon as you can, as fast as you can. Get Snow Sugar's Candy to rank 10, and you'll be golden from there. Now, No, I haven't seen the new Diane AG. I have not seen it yet. Oh, goddamn! I forgot. Oh my god! Hold on, give me a second, guys. So I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna go save teams. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I forgot I changed my thing out for a different build, but we're gonna go ahead and put the old team up here real quick, just so I can give y'all a better understanding here. So give me 1 second. Green buff. Scramble A.
It's the first note that decides everything. Let's open with a rather light
Okay. So, here's the team that you should be using. We're gonna go ahead and switch these treasures out right now. Robe, epic scroll, and epic toes. So that's what you want to use right now for that enchanted robes. Pretty easy. I'm going to take the toppings off of her. I'm gonna load them onto her real quick. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on her. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I don't know why I forgot I changed my team up, so I'm going to do my best that I can here. So, for Avatar of Destiny, you do need a little bit of timing for Avatar of Destiny, and the only reason why you need the timing on Avatar of Destiny is because of Madeline Cookie. Madeline Cookie is going to be your survivor that's going to be hit with the death ray. There's a death ray that happens in this boss battle that if you don't do the timing right, Madeline automatically dies. Right? So, without further ado, let's go through the team, let's go through the buffs, see what we got going on here, and then we'll work this out together. Okay? Madeline Cookie needs to have a candy plus 10. Plain simply it, you need to have plus 10 candy or it's not going to work out the best that you can. You're not going to get the best damage. Level 1 to 5 is okay as well. If you're building them up, keep on doing that. But level 10 is your ultimate goal for Madeline. Now, Madeline is the one that needs the most attack speed on your team right now. Madeline and Creme Brulee, but we're going to get to that in a second. So, the robe is going to hit Madeline, alright? Madeline is at 11.3% attack speed, 8% cooldown, attack and crit as well is all like in the range of you want it to work. Because he's rocking 3 raspberry and 2 apple jelly. As you see here, no cooldown at all. I mean, no damage resist at all. Because he doesn't need damage resist to survive. Now, with the 3 and 2 aspect of Madeline Cookie, focus on attack speed first, then you want to go to cooldown. So you go 3 raspberries, get your attack speed up as much as possible, and then whatever you can be able to take away and add to, do so. Because, like I said, he needs to have the most attack speed on your team. Next, we're gonna go to Macaron using full Swift chocolates, right? She's using full Swift chocolate. 23% cooldown. If you get to 24 plus, get to 24 plus. But you just need to work on cooldown with her. That's all it is. Next, Swift chocolate for Mint Choco as well. The same aspect goes for him. Cooldown. That's all you need for him is cooldown, Swift chocolate. This is the easiest build to do, by the way. Very easy. because it's not that hard to comprehend with what you need for it. Next, we're going creme brulee. Is running a 3 and 2 build as well. 3 raspberry, 2 searing, 2 apple jellies. He needs to have the second highest attack speed on your team as well. So Madeline and creme brulee both have the highest attack speed on your team. You're perfectly goated. He's rocking crit and attack speed. Crit, attack, and attack speed. Those are your main 3 stats that you want to work for. So what you want to do is focus on attack speed the most when you're adding your toppings on to creme brulee. Attack speed is your main goal. Then if you can decrease the attack speed and add more crit or add more attack, go ahead and do that. But as long as Madeline and him have the most attack speed on your team, you can take away enough attack speed or put on enough attack speed. Really doesn't matter. It's just all really just benefits you. Next, we are rocking cream puff cookie. Cream puff cookie stops your cookies from being stunned at the beginning of the battle. Now, when you don't use cream puff cookies on a timing, I'm going to show you both with the timing and without the timing what happens, okay? Focus on crit, focus on cooldown. Get as much close to 8.2% cooldown as you can get on cream puff. Then the rest goes into crit. The more crit, the better for her. Same thing for Madeline. You want to get to at least 8% cooldown for Madeline. And at least 11% cooldown attack speed for creme brulee. Now, what are we using for oh, by the way, just so you know, this damage is coming off of a level 20 candy for creme brulee. And it's actually helping out with team light damage attack plus 25% for 12 seconds for 20 seconds up to 2 times. So that's all it's really giving me extra of. So now the biscuits we're using for Madeline is an attack speed and amplified buff. If you can get cooldown, get the cooldown, or if you can get double attack speed, get double attack speed. But attack speed is like your major go-to on Madeline. I just pretty much don't even attune my things. Sometimes they come attuned for me, so I don't gotta worry about it too much, which I'm glad about. But your main stat for Madeline is attack speed. That's really all you really want. Anything else is a buff. You know, you can go crit, you can go attack, you can go defense, damage resist, whatever you want as your secondary stat, you can go. But if you're lucky enough to get double... If you're lucky enough to get double attack speed, go for that. If you can go double attack speed, by all means, get double attack speed. You'll be perfect there. Now, next, macaroon cookie. Macaroon cookie is using cooldown and damage resist. That's pretty much all you really want from it. If you can get double cooldown, go for double the cooldown, because that's going to help you out in the long run. So, the biscuits for Madeline and them are either attack speed or whatever you want as a secondary stat. Double attack speed or whatever you want for a secondary stat. And for macaron cookie, double cooldown and pretty much damage resist or whatever you want. You know, pretty much versatile there. Mint, see here, right here, Mint has double cooldown on him. Because like I said, you want to have cooldown. I can't attune because my limit's reach, so we only have one of the cooldowns rocking right now. Double cooldown works, attack speed works, damage resist works, just whatever looks basic for you, and whatever you can use that isn't using too much of your diamonds or whatever. Okay, that's what you want to do. All right, next, creme brulee. This is what you want to run right here. You either want to do. Oh my god, I actually don't have enough there. Holy crap. Here's actually that's a better one right here, but I don't want to, don't do this, okay? This is only me just being... That's dumb. Alright, here we go. This is something, you wanna reset this as much as possible to at least get like, something like this. This is like as good as you can get. If you can get cooldown, by all means get a cooldown. I'm going to equip this right now because it has attack speed on it and attack. You want to rock with that. That's pretty much what you want to do. Anything that, honestly, with creme brulee, you want to go with, pretty much you want to go hand to hand to what his stats are. So, if you can get more attack speed, get more attack speed. If you can get more crit, get more... So, attack speed, crit, or attack. That's pretty much what you want to go with for creme brulee's thing. And right now we have attack speed and we have attack speed and attack. So that's what you want to do for creme brulee. Next, cream buff. You want to go with crit. I don't know why I don't have a crit one on her right now. This is actually a really good one. Let me see if I can actually get this activated for her. There we go. This is actually a better one for her because it has more crit and more cooldown on it. So then, oh, also, there we go. So I just wanted to do that as well. So that is the team that you want to use so far for Avatar Destiny. Let's go in and let's go ahead and do the timings for y'all so y'all understand. We're gonna do this without timings, right? So let's say we go here, no timings, whatever. We're going good. As you can see, Madeline is frozen, and now watch this. Watch what's gonna happen here. Madeline dies. You lose a lot of damage. There's nothing you can do. Pretty much, you're just hoping to God that you do a lot more. You're doing a lot of damage. That's all you're hoping for. You're hoping that you do a lot of damage. Now, I'm going to show you the end goal of this damage real quick. No. Without timings, I did 254 million damage, right? If you can do that much damage to the AOD, that's great. Then don't worry about timings at all. Just go ahead and keep on doing what you're doing. That doesn't matter. Now, we're going to go to the AOD with this theme, but we're actually going to use timings this time, okay? And I'm going to walk y'all through this. So, here's what's going to happen, because this is what matters the most on your timings. When Macaroon comes up, the first time Macaroon comes up, use her. Now, you're going to wait. Once you get to this stair right here, use Mint Choco, okay? Use Mint Choco. So once you get to the stair, use Mint Choco. Then Cream Puff. You wait for the balls to come down and use both of them. And now, it doesn't matter about timing at all. And as you can see, Madeline survives. His HP shield is what makes him survive that death beam. Okay? So once that death beam is gone, there's no more timing. There's no more timing involved. You just keep on going until you beat it. Just keep on going until you beat it. Madeline dies, but you finish the battle. You finish the battle. How much damage did we do there? You will have doubled your damage if you did the timing right. And like I said, the only time the timing really matters in AOD is at the beginning. At the beginning, if you follow what I just told you to do at the beginning, you will always increase your damage tenfold. As you can see here. Who did the most damage? Creme Brulee, of course. Creme Brulee is the one who's doing your most damage on your team. Oh no, you're fine, Nexo, by all means. So if honestly, like I said, all your toppings matter, all your biscuits matter. Of course, if you have the good biscuits on your teams, use them to your best of your ability. Because guess what? If you use the biscuits, you have more wiggle room to use your topping. Because whatever is on your biscuits, you can just subtract from your toppings, which gives you more wiggle room to make more toppings. So now, that's all you really gotta do. And I really, as it's been a pleasure to run y'all through these two teams. If you want to increase your guild boss damage, by all means use these two teams to your best of your abilities. Note down in the comment section if I really did help y'all out. This is being shared to my guild. If y'all need a guild, by the way, my guild's Cookie Elitists are looking for people who are active, that wants to show better, that wants to do better, and we are looking for active people. So if you are playing Cookie Run Kingdom and you want to come and join our guild, or if you have a guild that's not really that active, but you have like 5 people that are active, we will make room for you. Come on by, come to the stream, twitch.tv/KJ for life, right down below in the comment, right down in the description below. And I will see y'all in the next YouTube video. Bye-bye.